Welcome back to the Journeyman save after a particularly long and ridiculously entertaining Brazilian Grand Prix episode yesterday. We crack on with the Journeyman today. We start with St Johnstone. It's a busy month. We've got European games now quite regularly. Salzburg on the horizon, then Hibs after that. Rangers, Piast Gliwice, and then Kilmarnock. So we'll play Salzburg, Hibs and Rangers and sim the other three. And hopefully, at the end of the day, have plenty of points on the board and be progressing well in Europe. We're already doing well in Europe because we won our first two games. Ready? Win here too, please! I'll take a point against St Johnstone. Sim games can go any which way, can't they, in FC this year? So if you don't lose, then it's already decent. Paris Magoma saying thanks for playing him. You're welcome. You're going to play again, provided you're fit, in 2 days' time to go away to Austria to play Rasenballsport. Well, actually, to be fair, Salzburg are actually Red Bull Salzburg. It's Leipzig that are Rasenballsport Leipzig just because of German licensing reasons. Saying thank you to those of you on the board behind me for your continued support in the comment section of these saves. Evan Plays and Jay, as well as Dunlop, who's with us live on stream as we speak. Let's go and play Salzburg. And, well, we're 7th in the Conference League at the minute, which is us absolutely flying right now. It's the top 8 that automatically progress to the knockouts. Then I believe the top 24, or from 9th to 24th, go into the playoffs. So at the minute, looking good for an automatic qualification step to the knockouts. Right, performance. What does their team look like here? At Salzburg, Alexander Schlager in goal for them. Van der Bremt, right, 78's not bad. Kamil Piątkowski, Miguel Brizuela, and presumably Joanna Chavez. Justin Amaregi, Kiergaard, 82. Nicolas Capaldo is a player we looked at in the RTG. Adam Dagim, Petr Ratkov, who's at Portsmouth in the RTG. Didn't know he was at Salzburg in real life. And Musa Yo. Joe Roden, a wild Joe Roden appeared. Jens Kastrup. They've got some good players. Some of them are really good, but they're not playing. Presumably rested for... I didn't select their team, which is unusual, I know. Normally we do make sure that we select the best possible team. The one time I didn't, and they've left like 4 or 5 80-plus rated players on the bench. If ever you wanted to know exactly why I select the AI's team sometimes, this is why. 80 Dedic, bench. 83 Oscar Glauch, bench. 80 Moffy, bench. 78 Bistrup, bench. Like, their bench is better almost in every position other than that backup goalkeeper than everybody else in the starting lineup. And that's why I do it. Hopefully, we'll actually benefit from that. And be able to get a decent result here. One presumes that Salzburg are one of the best sides in this competition, outside of obviously the high-end top 5 league teams. Cut that back. Oh, can't find Stiffy, unfortunately. Trying to take an early lead here away from home in Austria and not able to do so. We're certainly not one of the best teams in this European competition, but if we can play well and perform when we need to, I don't see there's any reason why we couldn't consider ourselves outside contenders of a last 8. A quarter-final appearance could be on the cards here in Europe. Don't see any reason why not. Not on the evidence we've seen thus far in the league phase anyway. Although Hearts are here in Europe, and we know how much better than us they are, and that's just on a domestic scale. And they're right with us in the league table, so that says to me that there are some other sides that are underperforming and or big sides aren't quite doing the business yet at this level. But Stiffy has not yet scored. I'm desperate to get Stiffy a goal in Europe, considering how good he was for us last season when we first arrived. He's one of the very few players that has made the cut for the new generation of squad. Go on then, cross it. Alright, don't then. Capaldo. Kiergaard. Oh, it's really nicely done. Oh, and he's missed! Damn him! Great chance. Wide of the target. He's really got underneath it. Free kick for Salzburg just before half-time. Piątkowski, the centre-back. Van der Bremt, the right-back. Ratkov, the striker. Dagim, the attacking midfielder, who's having all of their chances so far, but can't seem to score a goal to save his life. That was under hit. going well. Good start to the second half, Ches. Well done. Ah, Ratkov's in. He's gone for a power shot. No, you lucky boys! Well, it's the only way Daggin was going to score today because he kept missing the bloody target every time. And now he's like, look at me, I'm the big man. Are you, though? Because all you could do was score an open goal. Keeper's come out and blocked it well, but it could not have rifled straight to Daggin. More luckily. All right, 3 minutes into the second half. After we dominated the majority of the first, we are behind. That's a lovely turn by Rover, though. Could get Stiffy in here. He positions himself well enough. Which he didn't do. The YouTube comment section voted for... bollocks. Voted for the SPL. Or voted for the Scottish Premiership, as it's now called. And it was random that we ended up at Dundee. What's not random is the way that Salzburg are cutting me apart. That is very much purposeful. Yo makes it 2. Rover's gone again. Right, here we go. Goal back maybe if Stiffy can make the right run. Stiffy's in. Stiffy! No! The angle was just too tight. Oh, I tried to turn away from the defender to make sure I could get the shot off. But by doing so, narrowed the angle too much and he couldn't find the target. Oh, Stiffy will score in Europe for us. I am determined, but not on this match day it seems. Daggin with a little flick. Tiffy trying to win the header. End up just getting flattened. And now forward. They come again. Oh, Daggin again. Oh, and he has scored from open play now. Or from with the goalkeeper in goal. Okay. Well, after the first 2 games in Europe, we thought, hello. We might be in with a shout now. I even said, could we win the Conference League? I would like to retract my previous statement. 3-0 Salzburg. Not the greatest start to the day. We haven't scored yet in 2 games, but we'll do what we can in the next one. Josep Molina in goal for Hibs. 5 back for them. Rory Webb, Faoud Said, Rocky Bashiri, Warren Ahura, Nicky Cadden. Dylan Levitt still in the midfield alongside Nathan Mariah Welsh. Josh Campbell at cam and still Dylan Vente and Kieran Bowie up top. Options on the bench are all right, but not as good as what they've got in the starting lineup in most cases. We're rotated again a little bit because of the fixture list. These European games have really thrown our small squad into chaos because we don't have any depth. I have some depth, but I really don't have great depth or even what could be classed as decent depth. So I am struggling a little bit to cope with the fixture list at the minute, but we'd rather have that and be playing unexpected games in Europe than only be playing in domestic Scottish football with a really big squad. So I've only got £6 left in my budget, so we're definitely not even going to be adding anyone in January either. Sorry to disappoint, but no more transfers this season. Hopefully we can get into the top 4 in this division and get more than Conference League for next year. Europa League or Champions League would be a dream. Although Champions League's probably just the top 2, isn't it? And we're not getting in those. Vente. Oh, it's well done. Good save. Matt Turner. Thank you. To deny Kieran Bowie, who we now don't care about because he's abandoned us to go to Germany in the RTG. So apologies to those who I kind of spoiled the Kieran Bowie move in the RTG when there was an episode of this went out a day or so prior to the episode of the RTG where Bowie had actually moved, and I mentioned it in this save, and then obviously ruined the next video in the RTG to some. So apologies for that. I probably should have passed this. No, I shouldn't, because Soboth is cracking. He is the main man this season. He's just brilliant. Campbell. That's a good touch. And a great driving run. And a brilliant cross. Oh, wow. Fair play. Hibs equalised, and that's one of the best goals we've conceded all save. Brilliant football. Headers do work if the man having the headed shot is unchallenged. And Cadden has picked out the man in the middle there. Completely unchallenged. And Venti with a brilliant header. 1-1 here away from home. Quickly to Bowie. Swept out wide to Cadden is forward again. And Bowie's broken the lines. And Bowie's shot saved. No rebound again this time, thank you very much. That through ball wasn't as good as it needed to be. And Vente could score again here, but doesn't. Matt Turner's doing a wonderful job of keeping us in this at the moment. Hibs are... Oh, that's terrible. Come on, you've got to be better than that. Hibs are the most attack-minded and forward-thinking and positive side here on the pitch at the moment, and definitely look the more likely of scoring the next goal in the game. Shots on target, 6 for them, 1 for me. My 1 was meaningful. But still only the 1. Just going for a bit of a whirldy there because I knew time was against me. Didn't work. For Vatner into Robertson. Just turn. And for Vatner again. He's on the run there and that's through the gap. And Soboth is in again. Oh, it's a brilliant save by Molina. It's really, really well done. Narrow angle. Couldn't quite get it done. Bend it in with Fraser. And underneath it is going to be a defender. In fact, it was an attacker. It was Kieran Bowie. Decent header by Lacey there. But Soboth needs some support. I'll float that in towards the back stick. Where Roa Conti's waiting and he's headed it towards the corner flag because that's how broken headers are in the game this year so far. Oh, nice turn by Fraser. Oh, but couldn't get the shot away without the deflection off the defender, and it will not be a second goal to give us the lead. A bright start to the second half, though, for us here. Hopefully we can keep that up and stand a chance of getting victory in this game. Hibs are going to be one of the sides challenging us for a top 4 spot. But so far, no deciding factor between the two of us. Mulligan into the box. Could we have a deciding factor here? If I could find a teammate in the middle, maybe. But no is the answer. Still keeping the pressure on, though. Vatner forward. Looking for the run of Soboth. Finding Adam Armstrong, who somehow still had the ball, but I don't know how. That'll be our throw. Bloody hell. Can we make them worry about us, though? We can if we can set Soboth away again. And Soboth is going, and the turn, and looking for Armstrong. Great ball. Adam Armstrong, 2-1 Dundee. All about the Armstrong-Soboth combination again. Up the D. Oh, I've given it straight to Mulligan. All right, this could really take a turn for Hibs. Looking for Soboth. Oh, my God, what football this is. Off the bar from Kevin Soboth. We could have sealed it immediately, but haven't been able to. Yes. I'm tempted to just hold it in the corner of Mulligan. Oh, the defender overcommitted. Game over. 3-1. Excellent football. Up the friggin' D, boys. Armstrong at the double. Last action of the game. Final kick of it. 3 points for the D. That will solidify us. Oh, Kilmarnock 3, St Mirren 1 is a real surprise. Hearts lose as well. That might take us, yes, it does indeed, up into 3rd in the table. Top 3 is absolutely doable for us this season. 9 points the gap to Rangers and Celtic, with Rangers next. We're not going to close that gap, much as we might like to, but 3rd is definitely doable, and hopefully we will be able to stay here for the rest of the season. Although now I'm going to go and lose to Rangers and Hearts will overtake me again. Rangers still with Suzuki in goal. Calvin Ramsey at right back. Jonathan Mercier or Jonathan? Jonathan? I don't know what nationality he is, to be honest. We'll go with Jonathan. John Suter alongside him with Ridvan Yilmaz at left back. Connor Barron and Nicholas Raskin still in their midfield as a great 2 pivot. Cerny on the right. Matondo on the left. Bayrami at cam and Danilo at striker. They have obviously got decent options on the bench as well, although not sensational options on the bench. But absolutely their starting 11 is better than mine. Celtic, I think, actually have a better team. But Rangers... Well, rephrase. Celtic have better players, but Rangers make a better team. At least that was the experience last year when we played them and we first arrived at this... particular domestic division, but they're literally level on points with Celtic and goal difference, I believe, at this stage of the season as well. So it's very close between the two of them. And games like this against one of the other higher teams in the division could make the difference between winning and or losing the league title. Ridvan to Raskin. And Bayrami and Danilo and 1-0 Rangers. Sometimes they are just quite simply unplayable. Ravi Matondo. He's definitely quicker than any Sutar. Might even be quicker than both Sutars put together. Ridvan Yilmaz in the box. Cuts it back. And Danilo fires it straight at the keeper. It is just Rangers' chance after Rangers' chance. Armstrong's on the run again, but Sutar has him matched for pace every time. And I'm not sure I like that. Armstrong. Great ball. Roa Conchi in the box. It's a pen. It's got to be a pen. It is a pen. Is it a red? For Mercier as well, presumably not actually, because the double jeopardy rule, so it'll be a yellow, but it's definitely a penalty. He stepped in, clonked knees with the man running through, and Adam Armstrong will have the chance from the spot. Oh my God, that is way too quick for my liking. To equalise before half-time here, which he duly takes. Up the D. 1 goal is all it takes. And 1 goal more will give us a win against Rangers, which really would be miraculous. Cerny. Unless he's dead on his feet now as well. I can't catch him. Well in, Kelly held. Slight tackle from behind, but... Oh, an awkward save for the keeper. But a save nonetheless. We're really up against it now. Really up against it now. Rangers are pushing to try and win this game. If we're able to take a point off them, it would be our best result against Rangers thus far this season. This save, even. Thus far since we joined Dundee. I say this save as if we've been here for 5 years when we haven't. This is just our first full season in the job. Ridvan. Inside to Raskin. That's a heavy touch. I can't get there. That's a great ball. Oh, and when the defender didn't react to my playing the pass, I panicked a little bit, but it's because the game had already registered the fact the keeper was going to get there. Gutierrez. Soboth found. Armstrong make the run. Adam Armstrong in. Adam Armstrong. Oh! Oh, win against Rangers was there for the taking, Adam! Oh, still 1-1. We're back Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday. Well in, Lucas Kelly held. Roa Conchi finds Magoma. Dompe looking for Soboth. Soboth in behind. It's Soboth! I would have put every house on this street on Soboth burying that. We will not get better chances to beat Rangers ever than the ones we've just wasted back-to-back. Well in. No, as if it's going to fall for Ridvan like that. Matt Turner with a giant save with what could be the last action of the game. Well, what will certainly be the last action of the game is Rangers having a corner to try and win it. But they won't. Ref, blow your whistle. That's progress. That's progress. Not losing to Rangers for the first time in 3 attempts. Might even be 4 attempts. That's definite progress. Celtic beat Ross County, so Celtic will now take a 2-point lead at the top of the Scottish Championship, at the top of the Scottish Premier League. There you go, 34 plays 32, plays 23, but Hearts have a game in hand on us, so we almost certainly will drop to 4th. Regardless, it's Piast Gliwice next, and then after that it was Kilmarnock. 2 simmers on the way. Right, quick simmer against Piast Gliwice. We should... I don't know why I say things like we should get a win in this one because Gliwice win by 2-1, so back-to-back wins in Europe followed by back-to-back defeats in Europe. So certainly it's not quite such a straightforward plan to finish in a top 8 spot than previously we had hoped it would be. We are now 4th in the domestic division as well, and everyone's bloody knackered. So could really do with just the chance to freshen people up, but quite frankly, we don't really have the depth for it. So I am going to continue to have to keep simming games with slightly tired players. We lose 3-2 to Kilmarnock, which is not great. But it is what it is. And what it is us down to 5th now. Thankfully, there's a week until the next game. So as we head into December, things will slow down. Oh, I say things will slow down a little bit. Hopefully they do. Do they take a break over winter in Scotland? No, certainly not. Certainly not. January is the month where there's less games. December is going to be even busier. Oh, joy of joys. Well, the next episode would include Motherwell, Moulder, St Mirren and Basel, probably. We'll split the month into two because I'm not going to sim that many, especially if we're losing the majority of them. And Aberdeen and Hearts at the end of the month I'm going to want to play anyway. So, and obviously Dundee United too, as that's the local derby. So we'll do the 2 European games, Moulder and St Mirren. I'll probably play St Mirren, Moulder and Basel and sim Motherwell. So join me in the next episode where we shall try and get ourselves back up to third in the league and back on course in the European League table as well before the knockout stages. That will be all for today though. Thank you very much for watching. Do drop the video a like if you're enjoying the save. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more. And join me tomorrow for more.